My parents considered keeping me home from
eggs,
school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
You heard correctly.
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I
Weasley!
do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me
wow.
for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
Yeah, why not?
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Alrighty, bro.
Your potion should not be that color. Your potion stations organized and free of clutter.
Wait, I'm scared. That thing seemed a little... Wait, that feather looked a little...
Here's the
Rare.
Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you. This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Oh, God. I'm getting in so much trouble.
Proficiency in potion.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening?
Oh, no.
Wait,
oh, no.
It's not supposed to... Ah! Dragon Dog! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
Of course.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
Yeah, I guess. Take the blame.
I brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Here.
That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. I appreciate your help. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
Yeah.
Professor Sharp was annoyed, but we sorted it out. No harm.
Cheers to that. He probably had a good chuckle after we left. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise, fewer explosions.
We're going to go all the way down there. Expecto Patronum.
It is good to see you,
Oh,
my
Jesus.
friend.
You come from?
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What
Nice.
sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili I am not
wow.
going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
I am super proud of you for that.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
What the heck? What was that?
They must have come this way. Think!
Where are you guys?
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be so...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Oh shoot.
Expelliarmus! Survive this fight!
Oh, there's more.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Alright then. Oh, questions of your field guide. Who's the type of enemy?
Perhaps a nice flag. What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Dude, that was like my most terrible performance. Actually, no, never
Are
mind.
you all
I
right?
just-
I am, thanks in no small
Jesus
part
Christ,
to your
man.
excellent defensive skills.
Defensive? I was getting my...
Why two
Never
Ashwinders
mind.
were ready to dispatch me to get to you.
Ashwinders.
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
Who's Priya?
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my
Oh.
interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant
Hey.
potioneer, has her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher.
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
Alright.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all
Oh, right
around
there.
the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue.
Oh.
I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet.
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis.
Sure.
I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk.
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
Okay. Oh, this one. Oh, I've seen a couple of these around.
Revelio.
Yeah.
My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Incendio. Accio. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Incendio.
Beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
How beautiful! What a day. I can hardly believe it.
Revelio.
Hey, that was sick. I wonder. Oh, I don't know. I don't know why I jumped.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you.
Let's remember that chat. Mallowsweet.
And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Oh, goodbye now.
A portrait in our common room wants to talk to you. It's Eldritch Diggory. He used to be the Minister for Magic, I think.
What? Diggory? Why does that sound familiar? Oops. That sounds super familiar. Hey.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself. So few students know who I am these days. Eldritch Diggory, former Minister for Magic and founder of the Aura recruitment program at your service. I believe you can help solve a decades-old murder, thanks to that book you found and, in particular. It's missing pages.
How do you know about the book and the pages?
We portraits here more than you might suspect, and most of us can keep a secret. So, what say you? Surely a Hufflepuff such as yourself would be inclined to help seek long overdue justice.
Yes, sir.
I'll do whatever I can.
Wonderful. I am pleased to have been right about you. My great-niece, Helen Thistlewood, can provide you with details. She's retired now, but was a skilled aura in her day. And the unsolved murder of which I speak was her case. I often visit my portrait in her home, in the nearby hamlet of Upper Hogsfield. Shall I tell her to expect you?
Yes. Wait,
When were you the Minister for Magic?
Over 100 years ago. 1733 to 1747, to be precise. The stories I could tell you. Didn't have the chance to do all that I could. I was in the midst of reforming Azkaban when my life was cut short by dragon pox. I was sneezing sparks to the bitter end.
Tell me more about Helen?
Can you tell me more about your great niece?
Cream of the crop when it comes to auras. A star pupil here, and then an exemplary servant to the ministry. And her spark hasn't diminished one bit in her retirement. She and I often chat about old cases and our glory days. No offense, but it's nice to get away from the students and converse with someone who's familiar with my legacy.
Well, yeah.
How could a few pages of a book help her solve an old case?
A boy disappeared with those pages, but they never found the body. A girl was convicted of his murder nonetheless. It seems those pages could exonerate her somehow. My great niece can tell you more.
Okay, wow.
I shall go and see her right away.
Brilliant. With what I suspect is your knack for hard work and her keen mind, both mysteries may be solved sooner than you think. I shall see you there soon, I hope.
Uh-oh.
I know a Merlin trial when I see one. Accio.
Huh.
Accio. These Merlin trials won't get the best of me.
Easy? Lemon squeezy? Huh. I wonder if we're gonna use them. I wonder if I can get a broomstick. Like, if I go to Hogsmeade, if I can get a broomstick, it would actually be sweet. It would save me so much time. Low.
Who lived here, I wonder?
Puffsky?
Revelio. Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
We've gotta be... Here. Oh, goblins.
Most goblins in my family worked in the mines at one time or other. Wait a moment.
Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus.
I won't rest until you're
Protego.
dead.
Stupid one.
Anybody in here? Just gonna take your stuff. Thank you. Lilac.
This must be the place Minister Diggory mentioned. Helen lives around here somewhere.
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his disappearance.
Ranrock's loyalists are a menace. What can be done?
I couldn't help but overhear. Did you mention Ranrock's loyalists?
I did. Never imagined they'd act this deadly. I'm Claire Beaumont, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
Ranrock and his followers have set up camp here. No regard for our beloved hamlet or our livelihoods. Ruthless. My brother Bardolph dared to stand up to them and ended up in St. Mungo's. I'm simply at my wit's end.
Dude, I don't like... I don't like my glasses.
Leave the area for now.
Upper Hogsfield is my home. Bardolph and I grew up here. No, we are standing firm. Once my brother returns, then we shall decide what to do next. He's gone to seek Victor Rookwood's advice. I didn't approve of that idea, but perhaps in the end it will help.
You said Ranrock's loyalists have set up camp here. Where, precisely?
To the south, across the river. Last I heard, there were several loyalists in each camp. I won't go near them.
How did your brother Bardolph end up in St. Mungo's?
Bardolph had spent the entire day hand-picking herbs and roots for us. When a group of Ranrock's lot appeared and demanded the harvest for themselves, Bardolph refused. In their anger, they hurled him against a rock and robbed him. The moment he left St. Mungo's, he vowed revenge. I worry he may be dabbling in magic that he will one day regret.
I would do the same.
I'm unfortunately quite familiar with Ranrock's loyalists. Perhaps I can do something.
Much as I would love to be rid of them, I wouldn't want you to risk injury, or worse. Please be cautious. This is our home.
New instruments are expensive.
It seems as though things are getting worse. Best be on my guard.
Bardolph Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was.
Excuse me, did you say something about Bardolph Beaumont?
I did. I don't think we've met. I'm Dorothy Sprottle. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph.
We're back,
Only
chat. One
he's
second.
gone missing. Rumour is he was
Well,
seen
after
in
this.
the forest practicing dark magic. Saw him myself near some ruins with Rookwood's lot, I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. I'd help search for him myself, but no one will risk encountering Ranrock's loyalists. They seem to be everywhere.
Do you think Bardolph may have simply run off?
No. Bardolph's run that shop with Claire his entire life. He'd not give it up for anything. He swore he'd be back in a fortnight. My instincts are that he's been held captive, or worse.
Why would Bardolph want to get involved with the Ashwinders?
Oh, he had a terrible run-in with Ranrock's loyalists. Changed him. He vowed never to feel powerless again. I think he sought the Ashwinders out to learn their secrets. Victor Rookwood, at least, seems somehow immune to Ranrock's loyalists.
Interesting.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak to Claire first. Perhaps she has some insights that I don't. I can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular woolen jumper, one that Claire knitted herself.
$17. Oh my gosh.
One less human to worry about.
Yeah?
Not quiet.
Protego, Incendio, Levioso.
I won't rest until you're dead.
Expelliarmus, Accio.
Why can't I hit you?
One camp down, one more to go.
Hello?
Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus!
Sweet.
Both camps cleared. Madame Beaumont will be glad to hear that.
I do miss the bustle of business. Poor customers, afraid to venture out.
Hello, Madame Beaumont. Good news. I was able to clear out Ranrock's camps.
You cleared them
W.
out? How?
Oh, surprising.
I managed to catch them off guard.
When my brother returns, this news will mean the world to him. You saved our hamlet, my
W.
young friend. This will not be forgotten. I fear for other
W.
hamlets, truly. Ranrock and his lot are unlike any goblins I've ever seen.
Madame Beaumont,
I'd be...
Mrs. Sprottle told me a little more about your brother Bardolph.
Oh.
Oh, dear Dorothy. She'd go looking for Bardolph herself if she could.
She mentioned dark magic and even the Ashwinders.
Despite my repeated warnings, Bardolph's been experimenting with dark magic near the edge of the forest. I thought perhaps he'd get it out of his system and it would gradually stop. But then one day, he didn't come home.
Is there anything your brother took with him that might help to track him down?
Only his satchel, journal, and a woolen jumper I knitted for him. That's all I can recall.
Okay.
Could Bardolph have run off?
No, he'd never leave me here alone. He did speak of going to talk with Victor Rookwood. That worries me almost more than his attempts at mastering dark magic. Rookwood is as dangerous as Ranrock, in my opinion.
I'll let you know if I see or hear anything about him.
Thank you. How kind. I'd be so grateful to learn where he is. I know in my heart he's out there. Do be careful.
All right.
Incendio!
Stench of the Dead. Huh. Interesting. Oh, wow.
Accio! Incendio!
Whoa. Huh. You can face him.
Accio! Incendio! Levioso! Accio!
I don't know anymore. To be fair, nah, I can do it. Camera. Oh wow.
I almost captured a grapphorn in the forest.
Revelio!
It escaped.
The Ministry ought to loosen the reins on the dark art. No
Accio! Incendio! Expelliarmus!
What's that?
Levioso!
If I have so much of this...
Accio!
Well, you'll have to do better than that.
This looks intriguing. Is that in Inferius wearing a woolly jumper. That must be Bardolph. Akir!
Oh, wow.
Bardolph's woolly jumper. I'm not sure Madame Beaumont would want to know what really happened to him. This mentions Inferi, and something about it being Bardolph's turn next.
You've made up a hop. If it thinks it's got half, I do hope my brother is all right.
Madame Beaumont, I do have some news of your brother.
Oh, please tell me he's safe.
I regret to say that Bardolph had been turned into an Inferius, and I had to kill him.
What? But how could you possibly think that an Inferius was my brother Bardolph? That's absurd.
He was wearing a woolen jumper, hand-knitted.
No. No. This can't be.
I'm truly sorry. I wish it had been better news. I wish you well, Madame Beaumont.
What more could I have done? Oh, Bardolph!
I'm sorry.
Bardolph, my dear, dear brother.
Come now, don't be stingy.
Guys, I feel so bad. Oh. No. No. Dobby.
Here you are. I'm pleased to see you took my advice.
Oh, hey. Hi, madam.
Madam Thistlewood, I met your great-uncle in his portrait in my common room. He sent me to speak to you.
I'm pleased you came. Uncle Eldritch believes the book you found and its missing pages may be relevant to an unsolved case from my time as an aura.
Very well. I'm listening.
Decades ago, a student named Richard Jackdaw disappeared after going to meet a girl named Anne. They never found his body. When his headless ghost appeared briefly in Hogsmeade, wholly unaware of how he died, Anne was convicted of his murder and sent to Azkaban. It was in large part due to the testimony of a girl called Apollonia Black. Jealous of Anne, I think.
That sounds terrible, but I'm not sure how I can help.
Anne's alibi was somewhat labyrinthine. She said Jackdaw promised her adventure following a map he found on some pages he'd stolen from Peeves.
And you think Peeves ripped those pages from the book I found in the restricted section?
If my great-uncle is to be believed, yes. At least that's what the portraits at Hogwarts suspect. Anne insisted that Jackdaw had asked her to follow the map with him, but only after she solved a series of puzzles he'd prepared. Odd way to woo a girl. She swears she never even solved the first puzzle, so they didn't meet. Jackdaw's ghost vanished almost as soon as he appeared. Without Jackdaw's puzzle, pages, or remains, Anne was sent to Azkaban based solely on Apollonia's spurious testimony.
I don't understand. What can I do to help?
I believe Anne may have solved the first puzzle by now, but after spending time in Azkaban, she's a shadow of her former self. She won't speak to anyone she doesn't trust, and she trusts no one. If you, a student with a connection to the pages, like Jackdaw had, spoke to Anne, she might reveal new information.
What a horrible story. If you think I can help, I'll come with you.
This is wonderful news. You are to be commended for your kindness and bravery. Fortunately, being a retired aura has its benefits. We can apparate right to her. I've escorted ministers, professors, and many others to that blasted place. Never a student, I'll admit, but I will keep you safe.
Wait.
You said Jackdaw's ghost appeared briefly, then vanished. Where do you think he went?
I have no idea. Evidently, he was always a bit restless, going on and on about adventure. If I had to guess, he tired of Scotland and is somewhere on the other side of the globe by now.
Okay, fair.
I'd like to know more about Anne.
That poor soul. Never was the brightest girl, and that lack of wit proved to be her undoing.
I half suspect Jackdaw and Apollonia were merely toying with her. Who could have known he'd end up dead?
She's not held up well in Azkaban. In some ways, she blames me for not proving her innocence. I'd like to clear her name if we can.
Oh, we could definitely do that.
Can you tell me more about Apollonia Black?
Wretched, vindictive girl, that one. Apollonia claimed that Anne threatened to kill the boy after he broke her heart. The Black family's power over certain people in the Ministry, along with the fact that Anne is Muggle-born, sealed her fate.
All right, I think I'm ready to go.
Very well. Let's go.
Steady yourself. We'll apparate together. Don't worry, I've never splinched anyone.
Do take care now, and tread lightly in that horrible place.
We'll be there in but a moment.
Oh my god, we're in Azkaban. Those Dementors?
Expecto Patronum!
Oh, wow.
That ought to keep them at bay for now. Though, be aware, you may feel a wave of despair. It will pass.
Thank you for the warning.
This really is a dismal place, but we'll be out of here soon enough. Now follow me. Mind your step.
I never thought I'd see the inside of Azkaban for myself.
Nasty Dementors. Not even I could convince the Ministry to send them off. There's no need for such monsters.
She's been here a lot longer than the rest of us.
And still alive? Can we see the map? Not available. Oh, rip.
If I had my wand, I'd cast Crucio on the lot of you.
If I had expected.
You don't scare me, young cur. They teach you so little of what you should know at Hogwarts.
That witch you're with has a dark cloud over her. I can feel it.
Someone come to feed me! Is someone there?
No one at school's going to believe this.
Now remember, Anne has been here a long time. The Dementors aren't kind. Have patience and speak to her quietly and respectfully.
Are you Anne?
Who's there? Who speaks to me? Is that death finally come for me?
I'm a student from Hogwarts. I found the book that you said would exonerate you.
Ah, the book, the book. No one would look. None of the mages found the pages. Methinks the feckless knave meandered to his cave. My fate was surely sealed in Upper Hoggyfield.
I think I understand, but we're gonna say no. I'm gonna say I think I understand.
Are you saying that the missing pages are in a cave near Upper Hogsfield?
Field, ruins house, a vault concealed.
A vault in some ruins near Upper Hogsfield. I suppose it can't hurt to look.
Can't hurt to look, can't hurt to look. Go find the pages from your book. Helen, know you're here. Come in closer, be a dear.
What is it, Anne?
Oh! Oh! Oh no! What? What is wrong with you? Why would you?
You're hurt.
Go. The cave. You're safe now. You have what you need. I'll be all right once I get...
Oh, where'd you go? Better been to the hospital. Oh, she probably went back to Azkaban to...
But Madam Thistlewood, All right. I'll find it. I'll find Jackdaw's cave.
Oh my god, no way. Alright, one second. I'm gonna turn my cam on. Took off the robe because it was getting a little hot in here. Katrina! Here comes the hurricane B. Here comes the hurricane B. Katrina, Katrina, Katrina. Katrina, Katrina, Katrina. 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 I don't know. I'm singing. All right, let's get it.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Bro. I was wicked. So wicked. Here comes the hurricane. Here comes the hurricane. Katrina, Katrina, Katrina. Wait, was it this cave that I tried to see earlier? Oh no, never mind. Oh yeah, that's definitely not the cave.
This must be the place Anne told me about. No one's been here for ages.
Oh no. Alright, let's find out.
Accio! No, that's not it. It's no wonder Anne never found that clue. I see how this goes.
Okay.
No. How did you do this, Jackdaw? Accio! You couldn't outwit me, Jackdaw. Now, where's the clue you left behind?
Oh, it's a scroll. My dearest Anne, well done. You solved my puzzle. I knew you were a kindred spirit, and you're the only one whom I could truly share my adventures. Meet me at the edge of the Forbidden West Forest. Sorry, Forbidden West. Forbidden Forest as soon as you can. I'm terribly glad you found this, as I would have gone alone if you did not. And what fun would that be?
A note from Jackdaw. Anne never found it. So how did he die? Was she to blame at all?
Crazy. Oh!
Could it be? Has someone solved my puzzle after all these years? Well done indeed. Richard Jackdaw, at your service.
The Richard Jackdaw. I heard you disappeared years ago. You have some explaining to do.
I do? That was my puzzle you solved. What are you doing here?
A retired aura, Helen Thistlewood, told me about a map you stole from Peeves. And then Anne told me about a cave.
You saw Anne? Broke my heart. I had to go on without her. Probably best of her in the end. Dare I ask? How is she?
She's not doing good.
She was imprisoned in Azkaban for your murder. I fear the Dementors have taken an irreversible toll on her.
What? Azkaban? Oh, poor Anne. I had no idea. I thought she'd written me off. I've been traveling the world for years to mend my broken heart.
This is why men
I
ain't.
came back here only recently. On a whim. I must speak to the aura you mentioned and see how I can help Anne.
I'm glad to hear it. Before you go, would I still be able to find the pages with the map Helen mentioned?
I'm almost certain I dropped them in the cave the moment I was beheaded. They're bound to be mouldering away with the rest of me. Tell you what, meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you precisely where to find them.
How is it possible to steal from Peeves? A poltergeist?
I didn't steal the pages from his ghostly form. I merely found them in his wake of destruction. He has a penchant for wrecking things. Books, bottles, suits of armor, whatever's likely to cause the most chaos. Found them on the floor outside the library where he discarded them. Not my luckiest find, all things considered.
Interesting. That's why the armor was broken.
Helen mentioned Apollonia Black. Did she set up Anne to take the fall?
Have you never met any members of the Black family? They can be rather vindictive. Once Anne showed an interest in me, Apollonia couldn't let it alone. That her own heart had grown cold simply didn't matter.
How did you lose your head?
If you don't mind me asking, how did you lose your head?
I was having a look about when I suddenly sensed a refreshing breeze, after which I felt, well, lightheaded. That's all I remember. Hence, if you do find yourself in a cave, be prepared. I can't tell you what for specifically, but you seem a perceptive sort. Beware a light breeze.
Thank you. I need to find those pages to help a friend.
I shall see you there.
Oh, right here. Bro, I was over here looking at it like an idiot. I was literally looking for it.
Broadens the mind.
Anyways. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, let's get it. Open info ist. Where is it? Alright.
Here I am, as good as my word.
We meet again, Richard Jackdaw.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised to see you. It would take the patience of a Hufflepuff to track down these pages.
Well said. Now where do we go from here?
Follow me. I shall lead you as far as I can, but I fear I may remain a tad reluctant to revisit the scene of my demise. Keep your eyes open for a bird bath. When you find it, say Intramuros. I think it's Latin. Or Greek.
Keep an eye off.
As you can imagine, I never paid much attention in school. Shall we?
Oh, follow Jack, though.
Aside from the bird bath, anything else I should look for?
Indeed. A few landmarks. A stone bridge, a waterfall, and, if I recall, a lake. You'll see.
You've been very helpful. Thank you.
Sorry, I thought I heard something.
Surprising how much of this is, rather unfortunately, coming back to me. Yes. You know, the closer we get, the more I'm remembering. Probably best I leave you to it. Simply stick to the path and keep a sharp eye.
Accio! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Accio! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Leviosa! The waterfall.
Waterfall.
For a thief, Jackdaw's surprisingly as good as his word.
Oh, landmarks. I don't remember.
Revelio.
Oh, the lake.
Something oddly solemn about this place. Such regal creatures, stags.
Oh, wow.
There it is. Just as Jackdaw described.
On this? Oh.
Intramuros.
Okay.
Aren't you a little far from home?
Ranrock knew you'd eventually lead us to whatever it is you're hiding.
Let's get it. Oh, I have to hold it down. Ranrock will not get this because he's gonna get the dick. He's gonna get the. Hit him with that. Hit him with that. Hit him with that. Hit him with that. Hit him with that.
I wonder how big this place is.
This place.
I can shoot the symbol, but it doesn't stay lit for long.
Ancient magic.
That must be where all this leads. Someone didn't want casual visitors down here. Expelliarmus! Another puzzle. Well, if Jackdaw could solve this, so can I.
Did he though? Oh, this thing's under the floor. No, game! I'm really starting to think Jack didn't go too far to the cave. Oh my god. Spitus. I'm somewhat. Oh. Good thing I don't have arachnophobia, because
Incendio! An untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave.
Oh, I see. Boy, there are statues. We're gonna fight them. I'm not prepared for this at all. In order to increase your gear,
Must be getting closer to Jackdaw's remains and those pages.
you have to do the trials.
We meet again, Richard Jackdaw. Thank you for keeping these pages safe all these years.
Oh, I found your body.
Here it is. The map that brought your doom, Jackdaw. Is there something beyond this room? Accio! Incendio!
Oh, we got big ones. So now I know which one. Payback. Oh, okay.
Levioso! Accio! Incendio!
You just killed your partner.
Expelliarmus! Levioso! Accio! What? That's unnerving. What's happening? I've seen this before. In Gringotts and the restricted section.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Where am I?
We're back in Gringotts? No.
Oh no. The room's starting to flood. How am I being protected? What sort of magic is this?
What?
I can only hope this magic protects me until I'm able to make my way out of here.
I'm assuming so.
What is this place?